today we're just gonna go check out one of my buddies, Fionn and Rommel. So if you guys don't already know, Fionn is the one with the twin turbo G35 Coupe, and Rommel is the one who's putting together a boosted performance single turbo G37 Coupe. So I'm gonna go pick up my boy Fionn. He's actually never even been for a proper ride in this car. Unfortunately today the ground's a little wet, but you know, we'll see if we can get him a little taste of what it's like to have this much power. He also has a built motor going in, so you know, he doesn't want to go to like 600 plus, so I'm gonna try to push him, you know, make sure he gets the right fueling, because his setup should be capable of doing it no issues. So we'll see if we can get him there. It's funny because my boy Dill, he has that white Nismo that he's actually putting together single turbo on as well. Same kit, boosted performance again. Robin has that white Nismo with the gold wheels, and Dill has that Nismo with the... Look at that car just stalled. Fuck. I don't know, the tune definitely needs to be cleaned up. It's obviously still just like a break-in tune we have on this car, so definitely gonna get that taken care of. But yeah, so Robin has that white Nismo with the gold wheels that you guys have seen already making 600 wheel on the boosted performance kit. Dill is just setting up to make over 600. He's actually just purchased the fueling, so he should be actually able to go between 650 plus. So him and my buddy Daniel, who has the twin turbo 370Z Nismo, he's also purchased the fueling to be able to go to 650 plus. So this is going to be very interesting, you see, because I got the built motor set up, right? And obviously I've done a lot, and we're also trying to hit around 700 plus with this, and those guys are going to be trying to do it on stock motor, right? So of course, when we pack some back-to-back pulls in it, we'll really see which car can handle it the best. But I'm still going to be amped at the fact that those guys are also going to be around the same power figure as I am on a stock block, which means I'll have some guys that have some close pulls and some sick footage for you guys with, right? It's more fun when your boys have cars that are in the same power bubble, because that's when you really get to enjoy those sick pulls, right? It's not as much fun when your car is like a shit ton faster and you're just gapping the shit out of all your boys, right? So we're gonna have some really good footage for you guys in the coming months, so I hope you guys are subscribed and stay tuned for that. Yes, indeed. I would like some more of that, please. Freaking our compounds in the rain, man. Like, shit ain't hooking, nothing. The second you touch boost, it's like, good night. The funny thing is, so I live in Brampton, right? And in one of these ponds close by, somebody spotted something floating in one of the ponds. They called it an alligator. They police locked off the whole friggin' area. They had like a bunch of squad cars, and they were looking for a friggin' alligator. Of course, in Canada, there ain't no motherfucking alligators. You know what it ended up being? It ended up being a goddamn beaver, yo. Are you kidding me? Like, what the fuck? But yeah, that happened last night. So in terms of what's been going on with the car, I have had some issues with the cam position sensor, and I actually, it was funny, I swapped out the cam position sensor with another used one I got off a buddy of mine. We threw it in, and the car literally drove like 2 minutes and then stalled out. And it's funny, I was kind of stranded there for a bit, and one of you guys, actually, one of my random viewers named Raza, was just driving by, and he spotted the car. He recognized it from YouTube and shit, and he's like, yo bro, are you Nitish and stuff? I'm like, yeah. He's like, what's going on? So I'm like, yeah, you know, one of the sensors is fucked. And he's like, yo, I might have one in my garage. I live right around the corner. I hear your car going by all the time. I'm like, oh, okay, sick. So this guy goes and grabs me a cam position sensor that he had lying around in his house. We tossed that thing in 5 minutes, and check it out, car's running mint. So big shout out to Raza for hooking me up there. That was awesome. So we're really close to getting the car all buttoned up, right? I got the new ECU in, gonna be throwing that in soon, and we'll really get to see how this thing goes. I'm just waiting on the flex fuel sensor. That should be here within the next couple of days, and we'll go from there. like he wanted to take the G out because I don't know why, but we're both going to be spinning anyways. Holy shit, that was a lot of pops. So I'm waiting for him to pull the motor out on this thing. Should be soon enough, and then we can drop in that built motor that he's got, and he's gonna be running the same turbos and everything for now. A little bit of body work he needs to do for sure to get this thing up to par. Well, who am I talking? Who am I to talk, right? Shit's all fucked up. But yeah, new bumper should be going on very soon. So we're here at my boy Rommel's place, and just waiting for him to come out so we can go do a little bit of work on his G37 Coupe. Turbo kit's almost ready to go on. We're just gonna do a little bit of injectors and things like that right now, and fueling, and tap the manifold for the boosted performance kit with the BOV. And my other buddies are over at my other boy Dill's place, and they're getting together his piping to put onto the car now for the boosted performance kit. So maybe we'll check up on them in a little bit as well.
Fucking Tommy though.
Tommy, I was talking so much shit about Tommy, but my shit's so much louder than any fucking Tommy.
I know it's at night, and I'm just like, I want to be like, bro, like honestly, turn that shit off.
That's nasty. When you drive behind me.
From when you're behind me, all you hear is turbo, right? Or do you hear the exhaust too?
Everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, son.
But yo, you fucking That limiter just goes on so quick.
Yeah. 6K just comes up like nothing, man. So Rommel, this your beast, eh? Yeah. Look at this.
Like gloves and shit.
I might have some lying around. I'll check.
What do you mean, guy? I'm gonna wash my hands.
Upstairs.
Huh?
Upstairs.
Shout out to Boost Theory. They've been doing a lot of work on this car for a long time when he was NA, but now we're on that Nipman theory because now we on that boost tip and we doing the work. What's good? All right, so
Until it's time for the built motor.
yeah, the built motor, yeah, that's all Boost Theory. I can't fuck with that.
Let me show you how it's
But I already did it.
You be like,
I'm dead. Yeah. Man's plan, I'm gonna fly off. I'm dead. Yeah, so intercooler's already on. He's already got his. Yo, your oil cooler's hooked up too, right?
Yeah, all cooler's hooked
Oh, nice. So he is gonna do a built motor eventually, but I kind of forced him to full send it on the stock block just because, like, yo, you can hit like 600-700 on this. Why not do it, right? So everything's here. Rommel, what are you waiting on right now? The turbo's got to come back from OCD Works, right?
It has to come back from OCD.
Yeah. So you guys have all heard my G already. You've seen how it's like loud as shit with the turbo. So the mod that was done on it, everybody wants that now. So my boy Rommel is doing it on his comp turbo as well, and my buddy Dill is getting it done on his comp turbo as well. So both of those are gonna be sounding like me. So much for me being, you know, unique. But what can you do, right? That's how it goes. So oil cooler's on, intercooler's on. What did we do already? Plugs. We're just doing the plugs right now. Fuel pump's done. Injectors are done. Nice, yeah.
Injectors, spark plugs.
So yeah, this one's coming along nicely. Should be done very soon. Here's all his piping and shit from Boosted Performance. A lot of you guys have been asking me, how do you hit up Boosted Performance? So I know you guys are looking for a website and shit. They don't have a website, but right now at least Sasha is the main guy who runs the bitch, and all you gotta do is hit him up on Instagram. I believe it's Boosted Performance YEG is the Instagram handle, and their Facebook page is obviously very big. So hit up their Facebook page, look up Boosted Performance, and you should be able to find it. What it is basically like a mid-mount kit. So the turbo just sits underneath the body right beside the engine and tranny, and he's actually putting together a crazy setup right now for VHR cars. I believe HR and VHR, which is his twin turbo mid-mount setup. So it's supposed to be stupid easy to install. Most twin turbo cars usually need the turbos hooked up to the headers. This actually uses the OEM headers because they flow so well and mounts the entire turbo right to the actual cat. Replace where the cat sits, so it mounts right to the header. So that's a new setup he's putting together. I can't wait to see how that's gonna do on the dyno and in the street.
So Nitish, actually, I'm gonna run the two intake piping up.
Okay.
So we can make sure I have.
Yeah, make sure you have all the light. This is the one that Dill's missing, right? No.
That is the one that Dill's missing.
No. Yeah, exactly. Cause see, this is 3 to a smaller one, right? 2.5.
Yeah.
He's got 3 to 3, so he's got the wrong couplers. All right, we'll check back up on this in a bit. This man's trying to wash his engine in brake cleaner, as if it's not just gonna evaporate 10 seconds later. My guy's a genius out here. All right, so we got the intake piping on, all bolted up. Check it out. Intercooler hooked up to the intake piping. The valve covers are hooked up to the filters there, and the PCV's all back, plenum's back on. Injectors, plugs, all hooked up in. What size injectors did you go, Rommel?
1300.
1300. And he's definitely gonna be running E85 later on down the road as well. So he's gonna be getting a full-fledged fuel system, pretty much similar to what I have. But for now, we're gonna get the car running on just an upgraded in-tank pump, I think. Right, Rommel?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what are you gonna do about this cruise control shit?
I'm just gonna fucking zip tie it somewhere.
Fucking zip tied in the garbage, dog.
Get some fucking stupid light with it.
Yeah.
Then I'll take it out.
Maybe they can clear the code, or if there's a light, they can clear it somehow.
I was gonna clear if it's disconnected.
No, they'll turn off the thing that checks for it somehow. There has to be a way. The same way you do for your O2 sensors for cats and shit. So next thing we're gonna do eventually is gonna be the piping below the car towards the.
So next thing is gonna be fucking clutch.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Before we even do any other piping.
So we'll be back at this soon times.